You don't need a single dollar to start your wellness journey. You need a plan and you need evidence based techniques that are designed to improve your health and wellness outcomes. In this video, we're going to break down 5 easy ways to kickstart your wellness journey for free and talk about a framework that you can use to implement new habits and techniques into your wellness routine. As someone who's worked in the allied health space for over a decade, I can confidently say that we have lost the plot when it comes to wellness. We have let capitalism dictate what wellness looks like and feels like because number one, it convinces us that what we have isn't enough. And number two, that wellness has to look a certain way and feel a certain way for everyone. And honestly, that doesn't work for me and it doesn't work for a lot of people. As an exercise physiologist and a certified wellness coach, I am so angry. I'm angry that society has made us feel like that we have to drop thousands and thousands of dollars in order to feel well or to be well. In this latest phase of my wellness journey, I just remember this feeling of waking up from my postpartum haze and looking at my social media feed, and everything that I'm seeing about wellness is just matcha teas and manicures. And I remember thinking, WTF is this? And is this really the type of content that I've been engaging in for months? No wonder I feel like crap about myself. And I felt like there was very little content made for women like me who had zero to no money trying to kickstart their wellness journey again. And I'm not saying that these things are important and they do give you a dopamine boost, but what message are we implying? Are we implying that people who don't have these resources, who don't have money, don't deserve to be well? How about we actually put money and resources into habits and techniques that are evidence-based and that are actually going to make us be well? Let's treat the root cause and not just the symptoms. A lot of times when we talk about changing our lifestyle, we start by taking a lot of things away and stopping a lot of things cold turkey. Stop drinking. Stop eating a bunch of sweets. Stop eating fast food. Stop. That's a lot of no's. And that can be kind of alarming, especially if you're used to doing all of those things regularly. So I'm going to teach you a framework and a mindset that I use and that I use with my wellness clients to help them introduce new wellness habits and techniques into their routine. And I call this framework start with addition. So instead of starting with subtraction, which would be taking a bunch of things away, I like to start with addition. So adding things to our plate, adding things into our daily routine before we start taking habits away. And don't get me wrong, we need to take away unhealthy habits. That part of the equation is still true. But I find that when you start with addition, you're able to take that alarming sense away from yourself and away from the shock of the change. And you're really giving your brain a chance to let these positive habits stick. Another point I want to mention is that when you're starting off on your wellness journey, you may very well need help in a lot of different areas: mental and emotional health, physical health, nutrition, rest and recovery. And you may not know exactly what you want to spend your money on. So you kind of need a low cost, no cost option to kind of figure out what's what before you start dropping a bunch of money. So let's use this start with addition framework to talk about how you're going to kickstart your wellness journey for $0. The first thing you're going to do is get 10 minutes of sunlight exposure every single day. Sunlight increases the brain's release of serotonin, which is associated with boosting people's moods, helping people feel calm and focused. Taking in morning sunlight can help you regulate your body's circadian rhythm by increasing alertness. Sunlight is a primary natural source of vitamin D, which is vital for bone health, immune function, and muscle signaling. The second thing you're going to do is add 10 minutes of intentional breath work or meditation to your day. Deep breathing reduces stress by activating your parasympathetic nervous system by triggering the vagus nerve through slow diaphragmatic breathing. It can lower your heart rate and blood pressure in stressful moments, as well as decrease cortisol levels. Incorporating meditation practices can promote mindfulness by focusing on the present and increasing emotional regulation. The third thing you're going to do is add 10 minutes of joyful movement into your day. Regular exercise has shown to decrease all-cause mortality, as well as a plethora of other benefits, including but not limited to lowering risk for cardiovascular disease, lowering risk for certain forms of cancer, improving sleep and quality of life. The fourth thing you're going to do is drink one more cup of water than you normally do. Water is our life force. Our body is made up of 50 to 60% water and is involved in regulating our temperature, lubricating our joints, delivering key nutrients to our cells, and maintaining organ function. Drinking water prevents dehydration, which can lead to headaches, fatigue, confusion, and other serious complications. And the fifth thing you're going to do is go to bed 15 minutes earlier than you normally do. Establishing good sleep hygiene practices is such an underrated aspect of overall health and wellness. It is paramount for physical repair, emotional stability, and cognitive function. Good quality sleep promotes great health and hormonal balance, as well as improving focus, alertness, and creativity. Of course, there's a lot more options for people to jumpstart their wellness journey, but these are my go-to 5 habits for people starting out that cost you literally $0 or at the least very little money. I want you to use this start with addition framework if you are easing into your wellness journey, or if you are entering a new phase of your wellness journey and you are redefining what success and well-being looks like for you in this new chapter. Comment down below which of these tips has made the biggest difference for you. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more relatable wellness content. There's way more than where this came from. Be well.